Hello, good welcome, good evening, and welcome. Right, how are we all doing? So, can't see anyone here yet, but I shall wait because no doubt somebody will appear. So, my name's Pete John Marriage, and PJ is where the PJ's tips come from. And what is it? Day 18. I forgot to put a day on. Day 18 of the PJ's tips. Now, can we add that? That is the question. Let us see. We can. 18. Okay. Fantastic dozy. Right, cool. So, let's wait for some people to turn up. So these are bite-sized tips that I do just to help you on your way with network marketing. If you're starting out, if you've lost your way, just to sort of get you back on track again and give you that little bit of help. Normally, you've got to go into tech intense courses or pay extortionate amounts of money or all these sort of things, or I like just to give you a bite-sized. You can take it away, you can take it in, take it away, put it into action, come back for the next one. And at the moment, we're doing 2 or 3 a week. We're going to only be doing 1 a week on a Thursday, but it might be a little bit more in depth because we're only doing the 1 every week. Okay, so I've just realised, am I actually live to the public or have I shared it to myself? No, I wouldn't be that. Would I be that silly? It's possible I could be. No, we'll give it a couple of minutes. Let's see if I have mucked it up. So anyway, yes, bite-sized tips. Everyone's welcome here. You don't have to be in the business that I'm in. You're welcome. You're welcome to bring your teams along. Good. I am live to the public. Brian, good evening. Your teams along. Yeah, absolutely. It's not for any particular business. It's or anything like that. It's for everybody just to have that little bit of a helping hand without any commitment or anything like that. Okay, guys. But I've got a busy week. I've rescheduled all of our week, which I'll go through very briefly now for those of you who haven't been watching the lives all the day. I'm doing a daily live somewhere for 30 days. I'm on day, I don't know, but it ends on the 15th, okay, of this month. So basically, Mondays, I don't do anything here. Motivational Monday in my team group. Tuesdays is Training Tuesday in my team group. Wednesdays here is product review. So the business that I work for will be doing a product review every week. Did an overview of the whole lot last week. We'll be doing a product review with hopefully live guests to give us testimonials on the product that we're talking about, going into it in depth and its benefits, etc., etc. That's on Wednesdays. Thursdays we have PJ's top tips on a Thursday. That's on Thursday. Friday, Saturday, after the 15th will be free. There won't be anything at the moment scheduled. Up until then, there will be PJ's top tips. On the Sunday at 7 p.m. we have a just about basically review of the week. What's happened behind us? What's happened ahead? What's coming up ahead of us? Etc. Etc. And then at 9 p.m. We have a hangout for my business, and that is for people to come along. So if you get a bit of curiosity from the products that you see during the week, what you hear, the posts that you see, you're welcome to come along. My team bring their prospects along with them, and you can see a mini presentation. It's on a Zoom mini presentation, followed by updates, important news, etc., etc., followed by recognitions and rewards for my team and for all sorts of effort, not just for achieving targets in monetary terms, but for all sorts for effort put in, etc., etc. So that's that. So let's crack on with today. I normally put all that a bit at the end because we have a bit of a slow start today. I put it in the beginning. Brian, can you tell me, can you see my screen okay? I.e., can you see me? Because on my phone that I'm following this on, I've got a big blur of colours. So can you tell me what you can actually see? Would be good, helpful. Yeah, so I've got a blank screen basically. So if you could just let me know, it'd be very good. Give us some love, give us some comments. Where is everyone tonight? Tag your team, all sorts of things. Do all that, Brian, for me. We'll wait for some people to turn up. Can't believe it's so quiet tonight. You can see me, cool. Thank you very much. Right, so our top tip for tonight is the 4 C's. The 4 C's that I believe is all it takes to get from the beginning of looking for a person to connect with, somebody who might come into your business, right the way through to actually getting them into your business. And I do think it's sometimes even only 3 C's. Well, but there's 3 to 4 steps that I believe is all it takes. Okay, I don't believe, I know, because it's what I do. Carolyn's here. I can't see her, but hello, Carolyn. That's weird, isn't it? I can't see them. Anyone else here, Brian? So basically, the 4 C's that I believe is what it takes to get from finding somebody to bring them into your business. Very easy. The first C, connect. Connect, connect, connect. In other words, go and find somebody, okay? Jenny McBride saying to her mother. Oh, okay, you've been chatting to Jenny, have you? Right, so basically, find somebody to connect with. Go out, use the various different methods that I teach and that other people teach, and connect. That's the first thing. Connect, that initial connection, the quality of it is the time that you put into it, the research that you do on it, but then it's a bit of luck involved as well, isn't it, as to whether it's going to be a good one or not. But certainly if you want to get less leads to follow up with, but better quality, put some time and effort into it. And from a team, training Tuesday, I'll be going to something I'm trying at the moment just to make things basically what we're doing, but I've tweaked it a little bit. And I've got some exciting news about something I'm trying as well, if it all works out. So that's from a team on a Tuesday. So basically, the second C, converse or chat, whatever you want to call it. Have a conversation, okay? Start off, talk about the weather, but don't talk about it forever. No, not the weather forever or the other forever, okay? You have to remember that you have a reason for your connection, okay? You have to control that connection as well, okay? Because people will try and take your connect, there immediately start leading you the conversation the way they want it to go, okay? Switch off from it, guys. Don't be afraid to come away from something, okay? When you've made that connection and you've done your due diligence, if that connection straight away turns out to be not, the way you want it to go straight away, and it looks like they're immediately trying to force their opportunity, etc. Walk away from it, drop it. Don't waste your time, okay? Because when you have a conversation, it's got to be a two-way conversation, okay? And anybody who comes straight in with going for the jugular, to me, is not professional. And that tells you, alarm bell straight away. Do not associate that person. You don't want that person in your business. They're not good for your business, okay? Now, what I suggest you do, this is my opinion, if you've looked at their timeline, because I would always look at a timeline before you start that conversation. You might not before you start the connection, depending on how you make that connection, but certainly before you start the conversation, have some knowledge about that person. Have some knowledge about where you're going to lead that conversation. If you go on their timeline and they're blatantly so engrossed in what they're doing at the moment, and they've just put a lead out 5 minutes ago, going, I've just earned £1 million and I've got 10,000 in my team and blah 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 blah. They're probably lying, but they're going to find it very difficult to retract from that lie and come back down to earth. Okay, so my advice: make it a short, sweet, great to connect with you. If they come back to you, if I connect with somebody, if I send a friend request, I always let them come to me and accept that. then I'll start the conversation. But if they accept it, you go on the timeline, and you see that, guys, I'd probably leave it alone for a minute. But these people that you're connecting with, unless there's any real reason, like they've got stuff on their timeline you don't like, violence, lots of religion, lots of politics, lots of negativity, lots of anything like that. Really, you don't want them on your top. You don't want them associated with you. It's not what you want. So I would unfriend them. If, on the other hand, there is nothing like that on there, there's nothing that's sort of showing that they've got a bias towards anything in the fields of, religion, politics, blibbity blobbity blue, then just leave them there, because they might not be right now, but if they're watching what you're doing, they might come forward and decide, hang on, when they're mucked up what they're doing because they went into it a bit too OTT, or didn't get it right, or the company wasn't right, or whatever, there might be a good fit later on. Okay, so that would be my advice to you. So that's the converse. Converse. So that's the chat. The next thing you have to do, if you take it from the connection, you have a conversation and you lead that, you decide that person, having looked at their profile, have got into that short conversation. And I mean short, I mean no more than 3 to 4, maximum 5 messages backwards and forwards each before you ask the question. This is when you must convey. So you have to, during all that, you have to ask the question. You have to ask the question. Someone's trying to ring me. You have to ask the question, would you like to look up some of my information? Would you be interested in looking at a good opportunity? However you word it, guys, okay? You have to be looking to convey some information to them about your opportunity. If you don't get that far, it means you're doing something wrong along the way because you're not asking people. Then if you get that far and you get it across to them, then you're on to the next thing that might need a problem solved, might not. So that's the next thing. That's the third C, is convey. Fourth C. Now, this is the one where if people get the connect right, which is probably the easiest thing to do, they control the conversation, which is quite difficult for a newbie, but once you get the hang of it, most conversations go the same way if you control them, okay? And you converse and have that chat, and you ask, can I send you some information on my opportunity? So you convey. The next bit is where most people fall down. They have someone who's looked at their information, okay, and they don't actually do anything about it, okay? Or they go back to them and say, what did you think? Or, I didn't say that because the wrong thing to say. They said, which bit did you like best? Did you look at it? You have to communicate directly with that person quickly. And I suggest on a call, on a Zoom, on a video, on a Facebook, on a 3-way call with your sponsor, if you're fairly new, you have to have that conversation. You have to communicate with them, because if you don't, there's several things you don't know. You don't know what they want to get out of your business, and you don't know what they're going to put into your business. Their business, okay? Without that recipe of all those different ingredients, such as time, money, experience, focus, commitment, and that's both ways that all these things need, okay? You haven't got anywhere to go. You can't guide them. They can't start that journey because they're not heading anywhere. They're just running around aimlessly. So you have to have that conversation. If you have that conversation, you get on that call with them, they will realize that you are someone who care. Most people go about things in network marketing or any business, to be honest with you, in a very sort of you're just a number, dum 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 dum. But if someone gives you the time to talk to you, somebody gives you the time to say, yes, I'll look at your information. Somebody takes the time to look at information. Someone takes an interest in your opportunity. The least you could do is give them your time and your commitment back. Work out what they can give, what you can give, make up a package, and then you can work on it together moving forward. It's a plan, Stan. Okay, hope that all made sense, guys. Let's have some questions, let's have some comments, let's have some thumbs up and some love hearts. Let's have loads of these things. There we go. So, guys, yeah, more exciting news on the way. I am at the moment waiting for something to come back to me that I'm trialing. I'm trying a new way of connecting, and that's not new. I'm just trying it because I've never tried it before. And if it works, you know where it goes, don't you guys? It comes back out to you lot. So, comments, please. Come on, wakey. It's no good turning up and saying out. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Carolyn, where are you? You're not at work? No excuse. You're not on the boat? Yeah, are you? Are you? It's Friday, could be. Cup of char. So, guys, 4Cs: connect, find, converse, chat, convey, send info, communicate directly. Really important. If you miss, well, obviously, if you miss the first one, you're not going to start anywhere. But if you miss any of the other three, it ain't going to work. Get as far as the chat and then don't bother to convey, i.e., send it information. Get as far as that, don't bother to have. You're just wasting your time. You might as well have not bothered connecting in the first place if you're not going to see all the stages through. And I once worked this out, you know. If you took the time it takes you to make that connection, do 5 minutes of research on their profile, so you've got something to talk to them about them. Show that you care. Show that you're showing an interest in them. Don't you just hate when people come into your inbox and they go, "Hiya," you go, "Hi," and you know it's going to go. You go, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Philippines. I'm from wherever." Do you know what I say to them? No, it's not that rude. I say to them, "You can find all that information about me on my profile." In other words, if you can't be bothered and you're too lazy to go and look, or you don't really care about who I am, then we haven't got much to talk about. So show that you care and show that you've done your research, and it will take you a lot further. I promise you that, guys. It's like any selling. You're selling yourself, okay? I always tell people you're not selling in this business, okay? You're giving people the benefits. You're a messenger of the things that are there, okay? Now, what was I say? Yeah, but in selling in anything, you know, I'm a salesman. Have been most of my life. It's about having some knowledge about that person. Come to a level playing field about them, because people love talking about themselves. And if you can have that information that strikes that conversation off about that person who talks about themselves, you're a little bit more of a winner than without it. You said that to someone. What was that, Kat? What did you say? I forgot what I said now. What did I say that you said? Yeah, spill the beans. I can't remember what I said now. So yeah, if you tell us what you said, and tell us also what happened when you said it, whatever it was. In fact, I'll put it up there to remind you that I asked you. There you go. There you go. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, guys. You know, prospecting is about connections. Okay, it's about, yeah, it can be a numbers game. I think more of the numbers game, to be honest with you, if you want to do it by a numbers game, is the actual connecting, looking for the connections. Okay, but once you get beyond that, then you have to start becoming a little bit more humane rather than robotic, and you have to actually show genuine interest and do a little bit of research about them. You know, it might be that you're on the phone to somebody that you've never met, and you have nothing to look at on them. You've just got them on a mailing list or something. That's fine, but you know, you can still have a conversation with them. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, guys. So you know, please, honestly, so many people get so scared, so scared to actually say, would you mind taking a look at some information? I'll send it to you. You know, I'd never use the word look at my opportunity, the term look at my opportunity. Well, you could. I'd just be careful about what you say, but do you know what? The only wrong thing you can do at this stage when you've got into that conversation is not to ask. You might say it slightly the wrong way. You might say it, you know, not the most professional way, or you might, because you've got to control the conversation. So always lead things to a question answer. So there's got to be an answer come back. Never sort of just go, I don't know, I'll send you some information. That won't work because you won't get a response and you won't know whether they want you to. But you always lead controlling the conversation. So, you know, but above all, even if you get it wrong, do it. Ask them if they would be willing to look at your opportunity. But also, you know, one of the important things during the conversation you have, when you have the conversation with them, right, and don't just be someone who talks, right? We've got two of these for a reason. Now, I can talk the hind leg off a donkey, okay, as you can tell, but I can listen twice as much as I can talk, okay? And you are, thank you, Brian. She just ignores me, you know, Brian. I feel so hurt sometimes. But so basically, pick up information, yeah? You're gleaming information all the time. Listen to what they're saying to you, and you know, look for their pain point. Listen, and look for their pain point. What is it that I just said to you that you can actually use in your conversation with them moving forward? Use them, guys. Right. So actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. Just wind you up a bit. Oh, she's back. She's back. There you go. You can have your one back. Karen said, look at my profile. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It stops it dead, doesn't it? You might get an okay, because they can't go any further. Because if they say, where are you from? And you say, look at my profile, they're not going to carry on and say, what do you do for a living? Because they know you've already told them that you're not going to entertain this stupid conversation. And it absolutely works, doesn't it? I guess it did work for you. I love saying it. I just feel like, you know, why did you connect with me if you didn't bother to find, not always, you know, but they're pervs or they're poor or they're pathetic. Yeah, but you know, and that's why I basically cut them short. Because you know, if I wanted to join Karen, I see something from Karen, and I think, right, I wonder what she does. What, you know, I'm genuinely interested in an opportunity, or thinking, what, you know, what does she really want me for? I would go on and look at her timeline. I'd go to her timeline, have a look at her profile, see straight away she's a perv. She's not. I didn't mean it. Don't hit me. What? But no, I'd say, hang on, look, no, she's a genuine person. And so then I would connect with her. And when I connect with her, I've got something to talk about. So I take that time. I'm not just going to go into people's inbox and go, hi, without knowing anything about them, because I'm genuinely not interested there, am I, in the business? I'd want to know that. I'd want to know that Carolyn or Brian or anyone actually had something that I want to talk to them about. Genuinely want to talk to them about. So yeah, no, you're right there, Carolyn. Brian, yeah, absolutely. If you don't ask, you don't get. But you know, people say and they don't ask. Even I have off days where, and sometimes, you know, guys, it never hurts to not be perfect all the time. I lose it myself sometimes, and I just think, why didn't I ask? I let the conversation get taken over from me. You know, I get to a point where it sort of peters out without me sort of really getting. I should have said earlier, do you want to have a look? And so we all get it wrong sometimes, guys. But you know, we're human beings, and that makes it okay. If you go through, you know, parrot fashion, just copy and paste, not having a conversation, not then people see through you. They really do. Um, so it's very quiet the last couple of nights, isn't it? Do you think people are getting all excited about the lockdowns ending, and they're all sort of like, and of course people can go and sit in people's gardens now, can't they? So maybe that's what they're all doing, and I don't blame them myself. I did that last night. Went and sat in someone's garden. They called the police because I didn't know them, but I didn't really, just in case anyone thought I was being serious. Um, Guys, I hope those 4Cs have helped you a little bit. I've given out what's happening the rest of the week at the beginning of this live. So if you missed that, go back and you'll get the agenda for the rest of the week. As usual, I will end with telling you that these bite-sized tips are completely free to anybody who wants to come on here from any industry, from any opportunity that they're in. Bring your teams, bring everyone along. You are welcome to them, guys. You know, it's just giving back to the community, helping network marketers who maybe have got lost, just starting out, abandon joining a birth by their sponsors. You know, I'm here just to sort of step in and say, right, let me give you some little tips, okay? Some are good, some are rubbish. But on the whole, I think they're okay, you know, and that's for anyone. If you want to get more in-depth training, if you want to see, you know, longer videos, etc., then what we need to do basically is you need to be in my business, okay? And to be in my business, you need to let me know. Okay, and I have more in-depth stuff in my group where we go more into detail. We have motivational Mondays, we have training Tuesdays, we have phone blitzes if you're into phoning. That I've got more stuff coming up that you know I'm working on. All of these happen. So if you're interested in that and you want to know further, just drop me a comment, drop in my inbox, ask me. No commitment, no obligation, guys. Just ask me, and let's talk then. Or if I didn't bring you here, if you came with someone in their team, someone sent you over here and said, look, go and have a look at Peter. If nothing else, will entertain you. Then go back to them and ask them what they do and let them tell you, okay? Because we love our business. We're a fun business. We're a fun team. We're growing, you know, and I believe in fun, guys. It's work, but with a smiley face on. Let's work together and let's play together. Simple as, guys. So let's see. We'll give it 2 minutes like we normally do. See if we've got any questions. And if we haven't got any questions or comments, we'll call it a day. If we have, guys, I'm going to have a bit of fun next. When am I going to do it? We'll do it next Thursday, right? Next Thursday, I want you to really get as many people to come to my live, the PJ's Tips, as possible, because I'm going to do a fun. I hope it'll be fun. PJ's Tips. It'll be a little bit longer than average, and it's going to be good. So I want audience participation. Please come along next Thursday, okay? That's fun, guys. Brian's FUNI. Yeah, you know that. Right. Carolyn says, do you recommend a tool for automatically befriending people and liking and comment on posts? No, don't touch them, Carolyn. No, they're dangerous. You will get blocked. Do not use them. Okay, that's the honest truth. Don't do it. Yeah, no. Honestly, I've done them. I've tried them. I've used them. You will end up in trouble. They never, ever succeed. The bots are different. You can't messenger bots. You can use them as much as you want, but people have to react to something on the bot. I think it's within 24 hours or something. So they have to give a thumbs up. They have to say no thanks to whatever you're saying. But they're a good way to build. But really, truthfully, you know, the person for doing that is you. You don't need to be friending lots and lots of people. You know, you will get blocked. I guarantee it. I absolutely guarantee it. And I put money on it. If you don't believe me, go and do it, and then come back to me. But make sure it's a good bet, because I know I'm going to win it. No, I don't care who uses it. They won't be using it for much longer. They always go downhill at your expense. Honestly. Uh, you know, what I'm working on at the moment, here's what I'm working on at the moment, guys, is a couple of things. And one of them is a way of how we communicate with people that literally means we've only got to connect with 10 people a day. And that'll keep your business going. It'll keep it building. If you do it regularly every day, it's the conversation that I'm actually working on, that I'm trying out, that is quite easy for you to control. And you can do more than 10, but 10 a day will keep you that conversation going. What too many people try and do, you know, and this is where people go wrong. We've got my target, okay? We've got the targeter, okay? What have we got? Tracker, sorry. We've got the tracker. Now, the tracker only works if you're regular at what you do, because where you start off as a newbie with nobody to talk to, okay, you will connect with 30 people in a day. But as you keep follow up with those people that you connect with, as you ask people to have a look at your opportunity, as people join, you get more of these points knocked off, guys. So then all you're doing is topping it up. What people do is they go boom, 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 get all the work in, get overwhelmed with it, or get complacent and stop topping up. So watch this space. I'm trying this. I'll know in the next couple of days whether it's good to go with this very simple conversation phrase that I put. So watch this space, guys. Watch this space. Not many comments tonight. Very quiet. Actually, it's Friday, isn't it? Of course it is. Fridays are always quiet. Fridays are always quiet. Right. So yeah, I'm sorry to be doomy gloomy there, Carolyn, but you asked me and I told you what I thought. If there was something out there that worked that way, believe me, I'd use it. Okay, because what you can't, even if they work, right, and they work for so long before they get caught out and they get shut down, and you get blocked on your account for a long time, if not losing your account. Okay, but what they can't do is, do you really, do you choose your friends by someone sending you friends? Do you? I can go into a thing that would deactivate your friends. I can do that, but you don't need to. You really don't need to. What you want to concentrate. Right, here's the thing. What you want to concentrate on is a little bit of an insider of how this is going to work. And you can go to your existing people as well on this, right? So you're going to look at 10 you're going to pick 10 profiles a day, okay, that are decent. Now, what that means is, and this, I don't want to go into too much here at the moment, but basically, you can start clearing your people out, Carolyn, okay, whilst doing that. Don't concentrate, don't focus on deleting people, because how do you know who you're going to delete? You can't, you just can't. You need to go and look at those profiles, because amongst them is someone who might take you up on your opportunity. So, do you make friends in life by using robots? Do you suddenly get 10 people knock on your door and go, "Hiya, Carolyn, we've actually just been friended with you. We've been told to come and see you so we can be friends with you." And how can they comment on posts? They don't know what you would say. Would you go out for the day with some friends and sit there and bring someone with you to have the conversation for you? Can you just chat for me, please? Yeah, you'll be fine. Of course you can't. It's not your personality. It's not you. Honestly, I know. We all like to have that automated thing. Yeah. Truth is, it's not there. You cannot automate your personality. You can't you can't automate who you have for your friends. It doesn't happen. It's life. We're talking about connecting with people in real life here. So, what sort of an image will you portray, and what sort of following will you get, and what sort of trust will people put in you? That's as good as someone coming into your inbox and just going, "Where you from? What do you do? How many kids you got?" You know, no, just no. Money cannot buy everything, and one of the things it can't buy is the right people that you want to talk to, the right people that you want to have a relationship with, business or personal. Okay, yeah, absolutely. You know, honestly, Carolyn, I've tried them. We've that anybody who's been in network marketing for a while has tried them, because we all think, let's go the easy way. You can't. You know, if I stood up, if I took you and got all my friends in a line, yeah, and I put them all out in a line and said to you, Carolyn, can you decide which friends I don't want to actually be, I don't want to see anymore, the ones that I'm bored with, the ones that don't do anything for me, you know, the ones that I'm not really friends with, they're acquaintances. Can you pick them for me out of that lineup? Can't, can you? You can't. So you can't do it with a robot. What are you on about, Brian? Where are you going? Where are you off to, Brian? Don't know where he's going. I hope that sort of, without, you know, I came down sort of pretty strong there, Carolyn, but you know, that's my view, and I think hopefully you can see from the way I've explained there and backed up my view, and my reasons for having that view, that you'll see how it can't really work, and it's just not good for you. You know, it's just not, full stop, not good. So, a couple of minutes then, guys. Right, where are you off to? I don't know what he's off to for. Must be tea time or something. Right, so 2 minutes. Any questions? Any comments? Give us some hearts. Give us some something. Give us anything but angry faces. Thanks for joining us. Listen, start bringing your people. Like, where's young? What's her name today, Carolyn? What is it? What was her name? Was it Sophie? Sophie? Was it Sophie? She's not around. Start bringing people to these. You know, if you just sort of think, how can I introduce people to something? Just say, listen, go to network marketers and say, don't know if you're interested. You know, especially if you see someone out there saying, good. So Louise, what did I say? I was nowhere close. What did I say? Stephanie? No, what did I say? Sophie. Sophie. SOPH. Same amount of letters. That's where I got it wrong. It's even got some of the letters in it. So basically, yeah, what was I saying? Go and if you see someone sort of asking questions like they're lost, you know, what they're doing, they're asking questions, how do you do that? Just when jump in your inbox, friend them, send them a friend request, jump in your inbox. Hey, listen, I saw your message. You were asking about how to do this. Why don't you pop over? I can introduce you to some a guy who does tips for nothing. Come and watch him. You know, come and have a look. That's a good way for you to start that conversation. Think outside the box. What the online business? Oh, that was a bit delayed reaction there. Talking to someone earlier who's just jumped in about 3 hours later asking what business I'm in. There you go. Anyway, right, folks, let's give it that minute now. We'll give it a minute. It'll be on the. I've tried bringing people. That's fine. Listen, always look at. Don't keep trying something that isn't working. You have to get to, and this is where you need to monitor. If you monitor what you do, you would get to a point where you would go, right, I've done X amount, I've said that, they haven't reacted. How can I tweak it? Am I doing something wrong first? Maybe you're not. Maybe it's just not working. But talk to someone. Say to them, look, listen, this is what I'm saying. Can it be tweaked? That's it. Learn. You've got to, you know, don't go blindness. Keep going. in the wrong direction. If it ain't working, don't just keep going and going and going. Because this business is very easy, very, very easy if you just get it wrong, learn, get it right. Don't keep going. Stop, ask, learn, implement. Have done what? Stopped. Yeah, but find out what experience. Go to talk to someone who's got experience in doing that, and just see what they do. Just, very often with a little bit of twist of a personality, you can actually mimic what someone else does. Hence, when I sort of bring my team in and that, I do the conversations with you. So you see what I'm doing. You're just literally being me, and we see, hopefully results. That's the idea. Lots of people have built up a business in network marketing doing that because those things work. So just ask, please. Right, okay, guys. We're going to go on the phone blitz after this. I ain't got a clue where Brian went. So we're going to go on the phone blitz after this. For those who want to come along, we're doing an hour without MLM rod system. I'll go talk, and hopefully come away with something. But if not, it's all experience, and it's a numbers game. In that sort of thing, it's a numbers game because we can't look at the people, we can't go into their background, see who they are. So that is a numbers game, guys. But if you're using Facebook profiles, do a little bit of research. But I'm going into that more on my training Tuesday. Okay. Hope that's answered your questions. So I appreciate that you are here. Thanks for your time again. Friday night and all that. It's I forget it's so quiet. So next Thursday, fun time. It's going to be a fun one. Okay. But I'm not going to do it if there's only 2 or 3 people. I need 20 or 30 people just to get it interactive because I need people throwing things in constantly. I'll be asking I'm not going to say, but items to be suggested that people put in. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Right, guys, I'm going to catch you later. Thank you very much for turning up, and I will see any of you coming over. The link for the Zoom for our phone blitz is going to be in the Messenger, the Game Changers Messenger and the Game Changers group. So I will see you in there. Au revoir.